Bam!
Get the kids some Wheat Bix, butter that crust, and pull up with your instant good morning from the 808 Breakfast Banter.
Morning.
Happy Monday, fam. I'm not too sure what day it is of this lockdown still. I've lost count, but it's Monday. Let's get it, eh? Good morning. I hope you are all feeling well. Thank you for joining in on the banter this morning. How are we, brother? How are we this morning?
We are good. We are very good. We had a good weekend of trading and kind of doing sweet FA. I watched the Dr. Dolittle movie. That was good.
Nice. That's the new one, right?
Yeah, it's the new one. It was kind of like, I'm glad I didn't pay money to go to the movies because I think I would have been disappointed, but I'm glad I watched it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. It's always those feels when you like, oh, do I spend $18 at the movies for an average movie, or do I just wait till it comes out and then kind of just sit there on the couch and go, oh yeah, that was kind of good.
yeah, it was really good. And then I watched the there's a new Mortal Kombat animated movie called Mortal Kombat Scorpion's Revenge.
Nice.
And it's unbelievable.
Okay.
So if you're in the Japanese manga anime, you have to watch this. If you remember the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, with the main character was Rick Morales. He was the kind of the dad, the nerdy dad.
Yeah.
He's the executive producer. And they have literally turned the Mortal Kombat scene upside down on its head. And they're trying to create a kind of Mortal Kombat, but for like how Marvel is. So there's like going to be like 30 movies.
Oh.
And they're just so Scorpion's Revenge is about how Scorpion became Scorpion.
Cool.
Yeah. And it's hyper violent. So don't get your kids to watch it because it's fucking ruthless.
Trust you.
It was so violent. I haven't seen a violent movie like that in a very, very long time.
Nice. I'm glad that's how you spent the weekend. That is awesome.
Yeah. Such an oxymoron, right? Hyper violent manga movie into Dr. Dolittle.
Yes. Got to balance it out. Got to balance it out. What we got planned for today, bro?
All right. Ta-da! Here we go. We want to know: are you a morning person or are you a night? Are you a vampire?
Yeah, good question. Good question. For me, I'm a morning person. I love and thrive in the early mornings. Sunrise is probably my favorite time of the day. But I used to work night shift, so I used to be like a vampire as well. But then I realized and understood getting up in the mornings is what contributed to me having a good day. So if I could wake up between 5 and 6 and in the hour, I don't know, just manifest within myself or do the things that I needed to get the day started. That's how I found the hack of actually I'm a morning person, because I was getting way more out of myself and contributing to everything else, if that makes sense. But but sometimes you just have to stay up late, and I understand some people who are like night owls and just stay up, and that's where they function. Do you know what I mean? Where do you function, in the morning or at night?
I am 100% a morning person.
Yeah.
100%. I suck after 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
You will very rarely find me on a laptop or doing any form of actual work after 1 p.m. because I just don't have the mental capacity. I will get up at 3:30, 4 o'clock, and I'll work solidly for 3 hours before morning class and then smash it out. I'll literally I'd rather that. And it's more peaceful, and there's less distractions.
Yeah, I agree. I like that.
I don't like training in the morning.
That like how you just said, I would rather wake up earlier. If I needed to get something done, I'd rather wake up earlier and get it done than stay up later. I don't know. It's weird. My brain capacity can't handle being at late up night.
I thought that going into this lockdown, I thought it'd be a bit different. I thought I'd probably change a little bit. And I haven't. I've actually fairly kept the same routine. I might get up half an hour later than normal because it's I don't have to prep as much. But I'm still super early morning. I much prefer it. And don't ever email me after 1 o'clock because you ain't getting a reply until the next day.
100%.
I ain't going to reply to you, man, regardless of any form of media.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Everyone that's just joining, pulling up with their coffee. But I did used to do all my uni. See, I don't know how you can get the brain capacity, Chuck, for doing that at night. Like that part, I'm like, I'm already frazzled.
Yeah, I just
like I probably watch like a TV series that late, but not work. Damn, yeah, that's impressive. You vampires.
You vampires.
Yeah.
But creative people, that is generally, those that are in the sort of the arts and music and that's them. They'll get up at 2:00 in the afternoon and look at like people like you and me and go, you guys are not normal.
Yeah.
And whereas we're looking at them going, you guys aren't normal.
Yeah.
But they'll be up till like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Doing music and shit.
Well, for me, early in the morning creatively is my peak. Like you'll see me in the mornings when I come to the gym. I've been up for like an hour and I'm like been fizzing. Like and when I hit the gym, it's like first thing and everyone's like, how do you do that? Like, how do you have that much energy this early? And I'm like, you're lucky that you've got this part, because by the end of the day it won't be as intense, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, hard.
I really do. All right, team. So on that note, all right, what do you want to see when we reopen the gym in the near future? And that could be in 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever, because we don't know what level 2 is going to look like. But just for argument's sake, say we're allowed to open the gym next week, say next Monday.
Yeah.
What do you want to see? Do you want us to continue doing the Zoom class? Like, let us know. This is a chance for you guys to give us feedback live, so we can kind of have a look. So we're planning for the rest of the year, right? So I thought this would be a great opportunity to talk to all of you, and you guys to give me some, honest feedback. You, Marty Mo, some feedback from you about what we can and can't do, and look at changing. Or maybe you're part of another gym and you like what they're doing, and you think maybe Abe and them should have a crack at doing it as well, because we're not going to have all the ideas, and we would definitely be open to learning from other people as well.
Yeah, 100%. You mean like new equipment, or like Faith? I want to see cute boys my age. The only thing you're going to be seeing is the back of this hand and a bloody razor, unless we're gonna get an undercut.
Oh,
bloody hell!
Lord. Yeah.
But no,
only Faith would say that.
Going to what you were saying, is it like you're going to make changes within the gym, or you're going to bring in new equipment? Are you going to add new classes? Is that what you mean, or
anything? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There is no caveat to this. This is like a chance to.
I would love some, because we only have one early morning zoo, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Or like another cheeky one in there, just to mix it up. But I'm quite happy with because I was so used to what we had before lockdown, so I could really work my routine around the structure that we had already. But I'm open and totally for maybe an encore session, maybe once a month, maybe
a bit of encore.
Yeah, maybe get everyone, like, I don't know, make it a harness session and everyone signs up and we do that once a month. I don't know. Something like that. I think there's a few people that haven't been in the harness before, and I think, let's everyone, if you haven't been in the harness, you need to jump in the harness, because that will make you feel humble.
It will.
Yes, and mobility classes, that'll be gangster. Some mobility classes.
Is it like now a physical mobility class, or do you guys still want the online one? I'm a little bit confused. Some people are saying online.
No, but that's a good question. I mean, you could see what most people want and then engage off that.
Because the other is that when would we do it? Because then I've got to look at, okay, if you want us to run the mobility class, when do you want me to put that in? Because at the moment we've got to look at the timetable and the program, and there's only a certain amount of hours in the day, and you got to weigh up. Do I put mobility in, take that class out? So let me know if you do want mobility. Awesome. Let me know when.
Yeah, definitely.
But it seems to be the popular choice.
Yeah. I'm going to say, what else is there? But I definitely think mobility has to be in there, because it just balances everything out. Because everyone does train so hard, Like everyone's willing to do extras, but not willing to do mobility or stretch.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So, but I mean,
So
that could work as if, like, what if we had your online, like you posted a mobility flow on the app, on the Altar app, and then, you know, everyone can just, I don't know if everyone likes joining in on it, but I personally, if I knew that there was a mobility thing like the GoWod thing, but you were doing it, I would do it. You know what I mean? I would chuck my headphones in and I'd just be like, okay, gonna do mobility with Chief for half an hour. What about that option? Is that a good option? If anyone else,
yeah, it is. I think Christy just added that in. You still
permanently,
feel motivated to work from home.
yeah,
Cool.
definitely.
Christy, is that? Would you want us to say film the class, and then you can watch it later and do it, or do you want it to be a separate, actual standalone virtual class? Is that something that you're looking at wanting to do?
And again, that will help with everyone that's like, even if you travel, all the people that travel and can't make it to class or whatever. That is a good one though, because I'm like, would I want? I would want the feel of the class to be in. You know, like, is there a way that there could be a camera in the class and I can see everyone in that class from that session, and you're still you're like mic'd up all of a sudden, and I can just click on it and be like, oh yeah, and start from the start of the class, and you giving the cues and everything. I can't really hear everyone, but I can see everyone.
It'll literally be like what we're doing, but instead of just be me in front of the camera, it'll be me talking to the class.
Yeah.
That are live and you watching it.
Yeah, and what if you marked out a space in the gym where that was where the camera was, where you did the demo? You know what I mean? But like still have the feels of everyone in the class. That's, I don't know, that's definitely what we can look at. The options are limitless for us, and I think that having this conversation is key, because everyone wants so many different things, but you can't make everyone happy, but we can make everyone compromise. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well the key will be is can we replicate the same class dynamic, right?
Yeah, true.
You know, with that, because and that'll just be a trial by error. I mean, it's funny enough, if I was to turn that whiteboard around,
yeah,
right. Funny enough, a lot of what you guys are talking about is kind of, it's on the other side of that.
Yeah.
And what we're trying to understand is, okay, if we were to run a Zoom class, right? Okay, how do we? Because we're going to need multiple cameras, because the coach is going to be going all around. So we're going to probably need a camera down this end.
Yeah.
Probably need two down here. And probably need one above the clock.
Yeah.
Right. So then, is it like you can only watch it live, or is it that it's watched live, but we also record at the same time? And say Christy is at work, she can come home late at night and then download it and then watch it later on. Is that something that's an option? Those are things to be thinking about.
But I think absolutely there's why not trial? We're only going to learn from our mistakes, and I think everyone seems committed to wanting both. You know what I mean? And but I think logistically, like, even this is for an example, I just had an idea. Even if you couldn't record the real classes and everyone's in there, right? What if I would quite happily watch you and the coaches, and I would still feel a part, you know, like even if you had to pre-record, for example, and you had to do it with Sammy, Kenyon, and Levi and Carly, I would still click on that and be like, fuck, I missed today's class, but I'm going to jump on because what did the crew do? You know what I mean? If the logistics are too hard because you've got a class. But I mean,
I totally get it. So you know, the resounding narrative from everyone at the moment is, yes, we still want the virtual classes, right? So which is awesome, because that's kind of what we have been working on behind the scenes, and now we've got kind of like an idea of hey, this is quite a cool idea. If there was some switching gears a little bit, if there was some pieces of equipment that you want or you want more of, what are they?
Well, everyone was saying,
and don't fucking say a swimming pool, Faith.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, wasn't that what Faith said a swimming pool is? Equipment, we're pretty stacked, eh? I mean, would it be? Yeah, Shell. Yeah.
Like that idea, Shell.
Yeah. It's just hard though, because sometimes the leaderboard can get to people's, like, you know, guilty of, but can get to the head a bit. trampoline. Just like your boyfriend's, Faith. I'll put you and catapult you from that trampoline. Funny hell. The demands of the child.
I know, right? Poor mother. But you know, is there a piece of? I know some people have been wanting a GHD, and yes, that's possibly in the pipeline in the near future.
I would probably
C2 bikes.
Yeah, more C2 bikes, more equipment like that. But then you're just going to run out of the room. But we can make room, right? I was just going to say, I would like. I love the whiteboard. I love the whiteboard, but I'd love to see a digital form where, that would probably be mine, like 2 big screens or something that where we can just go, you know, I don't know.
Funny enough, say if you're watching, been talking with you a little bit about that. Some 2 big smart screen TVs.
Nice.
Yeah.
We are winning.
So you know that big pillar where the clock is. I'll see if I can turn this around.
Yeah.
See that pillar there, that yellow pillar?
Yeah.
Right. We would have and we would move the clock somewhere else, but we would have a screen where the clock is, and on the other side another screen, and they would show the same workout. So if you are on this side of the gym, you can still see it, and if you're on the other side where the garage door is, you can see it. So we have like a dual screen which have the same stuff on it.
Me.
So yes, that
I like this chat. I love like building a treehouse. Not even my treehouse. But yeah, that'd be me. That'd be. I think everyone's just fizzing to get back in. And I mean, if you can apply that virtual world into already what we got, bro, we are on. Like, it's limitless, man. I'm just morning coffee ideas. You got me peaking. But
what about? All right, so we'll just change it a fraction.
Yeah.
Because last week we had a really contentious topic.
Oh, the Milo. Yeah. Oh.
Next one. Is pineapple allowed on a pizza?
Is pineapple? Nah, none. Warm fruit? Nah. Oh, but I mean, every white person like Carly, she's gonna say yes. B.
I'm with Fee.
No.
I'm with Fee. With Fee. Pineapple is allowed to be on a pizza.
What about apple? What about
I've never had apple or strawberry. But see, you can grill pineapple. If you ever went to whoever can remember the meat place that used to be in Takapuna and down in the Wildfire, and they used to do this dessert where they used to grill slices of pineapple with brown sugar. It's like a real famous Hawaiian thing.
I'm embarrassed.
Unbelievable. Yeah, well, you are. You should be embarrassed with your answer.
To all of you that eat fruit on pizzas. What is this? You're supposed to eat meat and cheese on pizzas.
Pineapple, dude. Pineapple all day, every day on a pizza.
Okay. Where Charlie? Where are pizzas from? Italy, right? When do they put pineapple on? Someone.
Yeah, but I agree. Look, I agree. They probably never put pineapple because look at Italy. They've got fuck all anyway, so they've only got tomatoes. So and olives. That's it. So no wonder they didn't have any of that. But when it actually came to the islanders and stuff, we knew how to make that shit better. We realized, hey man, that little fucking prickly ass fruit up there, we'll cut that shit up, put that on there, heat it up, bang.
Okay, well then why are they called Hawaiian pizzas then?
Probably because it was made in Hawaii. I don't know. Pineapples? Who knows?
Pineapples are made in Hawaii.
And look.
Oh God.
There are not many times that I would agree with the little blue Smurf.
Yes.
But I'm going to agree with her today.
Oh, Carly Harvey. Whitest person I know.
But it's super, if people think the Milo thing last week was gnarly, the chats I've had with people about pineapple, unbelievable. And there are Facebook pages around this.
That pizza,
People hate pineapple on pizza, and it's like a tribe. It's tribal. It's awesome.
Oh God, no! Pineapples on pizza just don't work. Okay, pineapples are supposed to eat fresh, dipped in chocolate.
They do. It works, man. It works.
Fruit platter.
Yeah, it works. That works too, but it works on a pizza.
Oh, thin pizza or thick pizza?
I do like thin pizza.
God.
I do like thin pizza. I'm not a huge heavy crust, thick base type one. And actually, funnily enough, there's a recipe. I have to find it. Cauliflower base pizza.
Yeah. Good.
That is really good.
Not with pineapple though. Cut the pineapple, bro. Cut the pineapple.
Yeah, Facebook pages for coriander haters. Well, I agree with that.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, coriander. I just don't get the position on it. Like when everyone's like, coriander, I'm like, but I just don't understand where it fits on this dish.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just way too intense. Like,
my life will still be the same without coriander.
Oh gosh. Pineapple on pizzas, no. Coriander, no.
Yeah, no. I'm either or on the coriander, but pizzas 100% yes.
Coriander 100% and pineapple. You do that?
Oh, if you put it on my pizza, I wouldn't say no to it. Would I put it on? Probably not, though.
Yes. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, Nicole, you've just started up a whole nother argument now about coriander because everyone's going to jump on that. I love coriander.
Yeah, now it's going to be like, you hate herbs.
No,
You're just
I don't hate herbs.
No, you don't hate herbs. All right, team. What songs are you vibing with at the moment? Share them. Let us know so we can put together something.
Yes.
What are you vibing with at the moment?
Well, this morning you tagged me in that DJ Lady Style mix, and not kidding, I chucked that on and I listened to the whole 40 minutes of it because I was like, this is a vibe. So if anyone doesn't know who she is, she's the DJ Lady Style. I shared her video, her live feed this morning. She just got some banger mixes. Like if you're into like the club mixes, she scratches as well, which is a skill set in itself. So that's what I've been jamming that this morning. What about you, bro?
She's French. She's a French DJ, and we were talking a little bit offline before. It's that scratch DJing and looping, and kind of the original style of DJ is not many people really do it now, and she does it phenomenally because she can do both ways, right? She can scratch left and right and do the mixing, whereas a lot of people just do production, right, and the producing, and they have this big thing and they sit there and they pretend to turn knobs, but they're not really doing knobs, and all they're doing is just going down a playlist and banging beats and has this amazing sound system. But she can actually flip it really well. And she's amazing. Yeah, she's phenomenal. So I'm liking her. But I have been listening to
Nickelback.
So no, not
Go.
Or you know who would be a Nickelback person secretly? Chuck. No, Chuck. She'd be 100% Nickelback.
I reckon she is. I actually think
totally would be. She would be a Nickelback stan. Like she would plug them. She'd be in the radio and she'd be like, Nickelback comes on. She secretly put the windows all the way up and then turns it up a little bit louder, and she'd just be bobbing her head. That'll be her.
Oh.
No, I am vibing to. If you have ever heard of Rob Bailey, ever heard of him? Yeah, Rob Bailey, Daniel and Bailey, right? Well, he's actually also a musician. He's master of a lot of things. And so he's got a new album out called Over Everything. It's called Kill Rob Bailey. It's ridiculous. Like, it's kind of like a lot of motivational stuff. Like if you understand, a lot of it is some of the songs are called Never Fail, Progress, Unstoppable, Fuck You, Outwork. And it's like, it's a bit of heavy metal, but it's, the beats are pretty good, and this is probably his best work. So I've been cranking that.
Nice. I might have to put that on the rotation playlist.
Yeah, yeah. Especially if you're doing, say, like a cardio set or something, or you know, you got the bike or the rower out. Turn it up really loud. Before you know it, you've done an hour.
I owe the girls 10. I didn't do the 10K yesterday, and I've got to go.
You were meant to.
Yeah, I know. But did you not see that hairdo though? And did you not see the weather because it reflected that? So I was like, I ain't moving, Susan. Like I literally just sat there. And then
I just saw you. I saw the post that you sent in the message group, like, "Oh yeah, I just think you motivated me, girls. So I'm just gonna go get ready." And then I saw a post later, and I'm going back to bed.
Yeah. No, so I'll make sure I'll do that. Rent is due on that, and I'm sorry, girls, that I didn't do it yesterday, but I'm gonna keep myself accountable, and I'll do it today definitely. So I'll send you a photo channel. But yeah,
wow.
that's a little low. And I'll track that. I'll track. What is it? Rob Bailey.
Yeah, kill Rob Bailey. Yeah. But yeah. I'll send you a link to it. But yeah, it's pretty epic. Yeah, it's pretty epic. So yeah, send us through your songs or DM us. Let us know what songs you guys are vibing to with at the moment, and then we will put that up and kind of put together a bit of a banter playlist. All right, who would win in a fight?
Who would win in a fight? Hooyah! Round one. No, I don't know.
Barack Obama, Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. I reckon Donald Trump, like just for entertainment views.
I think he'd be kind of like he would probably give it a go, but if you got one good shot on him, he'll cry in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. With his little orange face.
Yeah. What about Leonardo DiCaprio or Paul Walker?
Paul Walker.
Oh, R.I.P. Paul Walker. Leo in Titanic, he might win. Leo.
No. What's that one where he was in the island somewhere?
Oh, Beaches.
Is it Beaches? Yeah, he was a bit feral on that one.
Beach or something like that. Oh, I don't know. He was good on that. No, he was real good on that.
No, it wasn't Beach. It was like Paradise Lost or something, wasn't it? No.
Come on, someone get it.
Someone know that movie.
It was filmed in Thailand, that famous one.
Yeah. Is it The Beach?
Yeah, I think so.
No.
Yeah, it must be.
Well, she's old enough to know
it. Okay, who would win in a fight out of
all right, Leonardo DiCaprio, Ryan Gosling.
Ryan. All day Ryan.
Really?
Yeah. Ryan's like that cute hot white boy. That cute hot white boy. Are you embarrassed?
Oh my god. You ever that one person you see him at the restaurant and you'd be running up to him like a fan go, "Excuse me, Ryan, excuse me, can I get a photo? Can I get a while he's sitting there eating marinara?"
Hey, Rochelle's got one. Eddie Hall versus The Mountain.
Oh, The Mountain.
I don't know who The Mountain is.
Yeah, he's that big Thor Ragnarok looking bastard. He just did that 501 kilo deadlift.
I did see that.
Yeah, that's The Mountain. Eddie
real?
was really strong as well. Yeah.
Wow.
I think it was just recent. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
But I him in himself, that man and how big he is, that's real, right?
Yeah. He's actually trained by the Australian strength coach. Wow. Yeah, I trained by an Aussie guy. Yeah. He's a big, hairy, massive human being.
Who would win in a fight, Eddie Murphy or Kevin Hart?
Eddie Murphy, 100%.
Okay, who would win in a like if they were to mock each other? Who would win, Kevin Hart or Eddie Murphy?
I think Eddie Murphy he's more vicious.
Kevin Hart's pretty funny though.
Yeah, he's real funny. He's real funny, but I don't think he would be able to attack like he wouldn't be able to freestyle as well as Eddie would. Eddie Murphy was like thousands. He was like 100 years before ahead of his time. Yeah, like that's how far ahead he was.
Like those old school stand-up videos are hilarious.
Oh, do you know the one about the Goonie Goo Goo story?
No.
You know, when he's
Is
talking about his brother's wife, who's like a Sasquatch called
no.
Goody Goo Goo. Oh, man, I have to find the YouTube clip and we'll post that.
Tag me
That's
in that one.
100% one of the funniest things you'll ever see. And the way his mannerisms and his tight little red leather spandex suit that he's wearing, it's unreal. Yeah. I mean, I'm a Kevin Hart fan, but Eddie Murphy will smack him.
Yeah.
Any day of the year.
That's good.
Nigel versus Pinky.
Who's that?
Who is that?
Is it Pinky and the Brain?
I don't know.
Nah, because one's called Pinky and one's called Brain. Shout out if you know that show, that cartoon.
No,
I don't know who Nigel or Pinky is.
Sorry, I do. I've just got the reference.
Who?
Just got the reference, Matt. All right, so in the world's toughest mudder community, right, there was a girl called Pinky. Pinky, I think her real name's Amanda. I think Matt. Anyway, so she somehow became a Instagram influencer for Tough Mudder. God knows how. Yes. She was definitely not athletic. She was just a person who just wore pink all the time and was really annoying on the race course because she felt like she was entitled to be leapfrogging people, even though she was like 9 laps behind me. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I'm not letting you in front of me. Are you serious? You guys, this is not for Instagram followers. This is for fucking, we're racing here. So I couldn't stand him. Matt knows this very, very well. And then there's a guy called Nigel McIntosh, who's a Kiwi who lives in Aussie, who is a dick. And I hope he's watching this because he is an absolute tosspot. He came with us over to Whistler. He was a really nice guy when we met him. And he was like, I want to come over to Whistler with you guys to Vancouver. Anyway, and we stayed with him. He stayed with us. And then we went up to Whistler in Vancouver, went up to Whistler. And he just lost the plot and got super grumpy at all of us. And called us all sorts of, and then he hates us. He's hated us ever since we got to Whistler. We don't know the reason why. And ever since then, he's had it out for us. So every time I raced him, I took great pleasure. And when I passed him, flipping him the bird, because it was just like super gratifying to know that I just kicked his ass. And him and Matt were really close, and then he dissed Matt. So between Nigel and Pinky, don't care about either of them. They can both fall in the lake. There you go. There's my story.
Oh, that is great. Oh, Nigel and Pinky, eh?
Nigel and Pinky, both dickheads.
Story time for us. That was that.
Yeah, thank you.
I could imagine that. I could imagine. Get out of here, Nigel.
I'll have to. What I'll do is I'll put together two little photos and send it to you, so that you can see who those two idiots are. All right, send us your quote number, team. Monday morning.
Yeah.
Let us know a quote. We must be getting through these.
Yeah, we are. I have to go back through our old, when we were doing it on Instagram, because I didn't write down those numbers, but they'll be saved in my archives on Insta story. So I'll go through and make sure I've got those numbers. Yeah. But I'm pretty good at remembering if we've done it or not. 56 today. Da, 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 da. I hope everyone has a good day today. So are we, this time next week, will we be going into level 2?
I don't think so until the 20th, personally. But who knows?
Okay. Quote of the day for Monday morning is, it's a funny thing about life. If you refuse to accept anything but the best, you very often get it. Ready? Again? Did you get that?
Yeah, can you say that again? Because
I
didn't get it.
It's a funny thing about life. If you refuse to accept anything but the best, you very often get it. So pretty much saying you don't settle for anything because you'll still get it. You know what I mean? Don't settle for less because you'll eventually get the best. Oh, bit of a rapper this morning, busting rhymes for the morning. I'll get that posted for you. That's a good one to start the week. Well, for me anyway, that was a good one.
I mean, don't settle. Maybe it's a 2 hours sleep I've had. Maybe that's the reason why I didn't get it there. But yeah, we'll put it with that.
That's you know what you need today, bro? Because the day I cracked up this morning. It's May the 4th be with you today. Haven't even watched Star Wars, and I just think that's a great.
Have you watched any of them? Have you ever watched any Star Wars?
I don't know. I just know who Yoda is. I know who Darth Vader is.
You know what you should do, right? Because we give so much grief to everyone else. You should sit down and watch every fucking Star Wars movie in its entirety from start to finish. Don't care. Do it.
My eyes will fall out. Like, I'd rather do that for, like, lock me in a room and this is punishment.
Do it.
But anyways, that's us for today, team. Apparently, I have to go watch Star Wars.
We are out of here.
Have a good day. Send those good vibes, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.
Laters.
Laters.